What are we now? We were inseparable. We were sisters. We were best friends forever, no matter what. But what are we now? We are distant. We are friends. We are no longer what we were 2 years ago. The loyalty and friendship that I have given you has been thrown out the window, has been given to another person, has been crushed and ripped apart, just like my heart has been. When you left me alone and in the dark, I had no one to look for. I was surrounded by darkness. Every time I would search and search for the light that you've given me. But now that I have finally opened my eyes, I see the light you have given me is now given to someone else. I realize now that you have moved on without looking back at me once. I realized now that I too have to move on. I have to let you go somehow. But how is that possible when you are the one in my mind? How is it so easy for you when it was so hard for me? I see the smile that you give to her, the one that has replaced me. I hear the laughter that comes out from your mouth when she makes a joke, something that I always used to do with you. I still gave you everything, even though you have moved on. I still kept reaching out to you this whole time, but all you did was push me back. Now that I've finally moved on, I can feel myself piecing that friendship back together with my new best friend. I told her all the secrets and all the jokes that we used to make together, but every time I am with my new friend, I always think about you and wonder, what did I do to crumble a 2-year friendship we had? When you're with your new friends, do you remember me? Do you remember those memories that we made together? Or are you giving those memories away to someone else? Do you remember them as I remembered them as though they were yesterday? Or have you forgotten them? Do you remember those secrets we used to share? Or have you thrown them in the trash? Do you remember those jokes that I used to make with you? Or have you used those jokes that I made to someone else? Do you remember all these things? Because I do. Do you remember the goods and the bads that we went through together? Because I do. I never forgot you, yet you have forgotten me. I never forgot you despite the fact that I have replaced you. Yet you have forgotten me and replaced me. I never once left you, yet you have left me without looking back. I feel torn without you. I feel broke without you. As though the sun has left my solar system. You may not feel these things, but I do. Because I will always be there for you whenever you need me. Even though you have pushed me away so many times, I will do anything for you when you need just someone to be there for you. Because I will always love you no matter what. Even though you don't feel that way anymore, because that's what true friends do.
We'll just go straight into it.
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to the Crusader channel. Hello Crusader Nation. We are recording another video. I'm not gonna lie, this is a redo. We may have messed up and may have forgotten to turn on the mic for this episode. So we're redoing this at a different time. But anyways, welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be a little bit deep, probably for her. For me, not so much. Sophomore year wasn't as deep of a year as a junior year was for me, but anyways, let's get on with it. Also, leave down in the comment section below if you would like Oishi to read her poems more. That was one of her poems that she read at the beginning, and like it was about her and what, your best friend?
My ex-best friend.
Ex-best friend.
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure. I'm like, did you guys make it up? What happened?
Anyway, we made up, but like,
yeah,
it's
not
awkward.
completely. It's awkward.
It's awkward.
It's like awkward silence in a classroom. Like when everyone just stops talking at once and you're about to start talking again.
Yeah.
If you know what that is, then yeah, it's really awkward. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. So, what do you want to start off with? Well, you start off. I'll let you start off because you definitely have a lot more to talk about than me for this year.
Yeah, we talked about academics last time, and I told you that was rough. And although that was rough, like, so is friends. Like nothing dramatic happened, but it was like more subtle drama, I guess. So like, if you can tell from my poem in the beginning that I wrote, I had a friend we had a 2-year relationship, and we were so close together that like she would call me over to her house and I would go over to her, she would come over to my house and like we'd have sleepovers. We would like paint.
Slumber parties.
Yeah, what like girls
all that
do.
girl stuff.
Yeah.
Guys were just like, let's hang out, stay up all night, play video games. Like,
yeah, we watched movies. Like we did everything. She came to my dance.
call guys, I'm guessing.
No.
No, you didn't?
No,
okay,
we didn't do that. She came to my dance graduation. I went to her sister's wedding. Like we did so many things together that like, you don't normally do with just friends. Like you do them with your best friends. And like I considered her basically my sister till high school came. And like this will go till high school came.
Oh, I was like, what? I thought you said ISIL. I'm like, what is ISIL?
No, till high school came.
Okay.
Everything went downhill. Freshman year, like we were friends. I think freshman year, the main reason why like all of this didn't happen was because like it was new for us. There was a new environment, and plus like you kind of, you meet friends, but like you're not as close with them as you are with your middle school friends freshman year. So like we were still friends freshman year. I think it's sophomore year where it kind of like went downhill, and that's what this whole video was about. No. Okay, the whole video is not just about me and my friends.
Guys, the video is about her. We decided we're gonna make a whole entire video about her. Yay!
The whole video is about friends, sophomore year.
Friends and lunch.
Friends.
Lunch as well, because.
Yeah, and so like, freshman year I had 2 new friends. Not my old middle school friends. What was I saying?
Friends lunch.
Friends. Oh yeah, so like I was still friends with my 3 middle school best friends, but I gained like 2 new best friends freshman year. And so like still I hung out with my middle school friends because I wasn't as comfortable with my new best friends. It was until sophomore year where like I had more classes with them and I got to know them more freshman year that in a way I kind of pushed away my middle school friends.
4th period lunch.
Yeah. And so I think that's why like we kind of broke away, but it would have been nice if we just broke away just like that, like just because we're distant. But one day from my other middle school friend, she was like, I went trick-or-treating with her, and I don't think she meant to like for her to listen. She like said that, she finds you annoying, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. I was like, I never thought she felt that way, and I kind of was surprised and kind of shocked because of all the things we did. But it's high school, some things aren't meant to be, so like for a little bit I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. So I still like continued being friends with her because it would have just been weird if like after that day I just stopped being friends with her. Then it would have looked suspicious, So like I still hung around with her, but like she gave me signs where she just
like a stop sign.
Yeah. What?
She gave
me a stop sign. Yeah, basically like that.
Me going into this, I'm like, yeah, stop sign.
Yeah, she basically gave me signs saying like I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to be with you, and so I was like, okay,
I don't want to
fine.
be with you. It's like you're breaking up.
It's my breakup story.
It's our breakup video, guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that happened that way, and like I don't want to be wrong about this. Like we are still friends, just not as best friends as we were before, and also not as close. Like it's really awkward. Like okay, if you can relate to me.
Apart. Yeah.
Actually, no, we don't. We live like 20 minutes. Like she and I live like 20 minutes away from each other.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's if you can relate to me. Like if you've gone to a situation like that, like when you have no one to talk to and you just have like your ex-friend next to you and she also doesn't have someone to talk to and you're like
awkward.
Hey
That happens.
That
to me
happens
actually a lot.
Like in English last year, that happened so many times. Like I can't even count. Like I was so happy that she was finally talking to me, but at the same time, I was like so uncomfortable. Yeah, it felt weird. Like I felt nervous talking to her, and that's normally not what happens.
That's not what you want to feel with your friends.
No, and that's another thing.
I mean, not unless it's like someone you have like a crush on or like, then that's kind of obvious. You're gonna be nervous.
Yeah.
But, like,
I think that's kind of what happened with my friend. I'm kind of sad still that it happened like this because, and like, I sometimes get jealous because, sorry.
I remember that, right? As I was driving over, I was like, I have to remind her about like and as and all these other different words that she says like too much.
I'm sorry.
But, so I don't get on you later.
Yeah, comment down below how many likes I've already said so far. I can't even remember.
If you like counted like how many likes that she liked has said.
Okay, I don't do that.
Make sure to like this video. Every time she says like, make sure you find someone to like this video.
Yeah, like this video every time I say like.
Please.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Talking about friends, like drifting apart middle school, you'd be next to each other English.
Oh yeah, I was, and like I'm sad, but not sad, because like it wasn't a bad friendship breakup, but I'm kind of more jealous honestly because I'm still friends with the other two middle school friends that I have, but like my ex-friend is also really close to those two other middle school friends, and like sometimes I get jealous when she calls them to her beach house when I used to do that, and like, or they would like hang out together when I used to be in the picture. Like I get jealous that they have that relationship that in a way I kind of broke it apart, you know, because I'm the one who kind of became distant and whatnot. But at the same time, like, I mean, like I said, some things are just not meant to happen.
Yeah, I can see why you're jealous. The beach is awesome.
We Are Bulletproof Part 2. BTS!
Okay, we're gonna end the video here, guys. After that, I'm ending this.
Actually, we should, so then we can go to lunch.
So we can go to the lunch part of this?
Yeah, well, so we can go to lunch.
Well, I'm gonna say, like, I started the same thing with like my middle school friends, but like it stopped after freshman year. Like we just stopped talking. Like I texted my one friend from middle school. I texted him the other day. I'm like, hey, it's been a while. How's life? It delivered. No red. It got delivered. It said delivered or whatever. But yeah, I haven't gotten a response. It's been like 2 weeks or whatever. But yeah, I was like, I might as well reach out and see what happens. But yeah. Anyways, going to lunch. For me,
guys, look how small my hand is.
It's tiny. Compared to mine, it's tiny.
Look how big my hand is.
Should we do a comparison? Actually,
we're gonna have lunch.
Anyways, so we had fourth period lunch both years, but the first year, like, well, I don't know if I've said this ever, but like I sat with Luke. I can't even remember what we covered in the other video that we now have to redo.
Freshman year? Or the sophomore year?
Sophomore. Well, both years we had the same lunch, but for the 1 year I sat with Luke.
Oh, junior year.
Yeah, we're talking about freshman and sophomore. These are the ones we've covered, okay? You see, there's ones that we covered, and then there's this one that we haven't even got to yet.
Sorry.
Anyways, so we had fourth period lunch both years, but I didn't start sitting with her at lunch until sophomore year, because literally she'd be like, Trevor, come sit with me. Trevor,
come sit with me.
In that voice as well. And I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll do this, whatever. And then I go sit with her, and well, there were days where you just wouldn't sit with the usual people because of the jealousy that you had.
Yeah, I was very jealous. Jeez, I'm so jealous. I was jealous of my ex-friend's best friends. I'm jealous of my new best friend.
To the beach because the beach. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So the normal friend group that I sat with was me, my friend, and her boyfriend. She didn't have a boyfriend.
Oh, right, I wasn't there yet. I was like,
Yeah, she didn't have a boyfriend freshman year, but she got one. Yeah, they started dating August of sophomore year. So actually, no, September, because that's football season.
No, it was September, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it was like football season, I think.
Because that's when they started like knowing each other and whatnot. But yeah, so it was like her and her boyfriend. And so, originally I didn't care whether she had a boyfriend or not, because like I have one too, so like why should it affect me if she has one, if I have one, like that just makes no sense. Like, why should I be jealous about that? But I was jealous of the fact that I sat with her for lunch, or during lunch, and the whole time I sat there, like, she didn't even notice me, didn't even talk to me, like, and it's not her fault.
She noticed you.
I mean, she noticed me, but she'd be like, Oishi, sit with me, and I'll be like, okay. I'd sit with her, I'd eat my lunch, and then like
game over.
Yeah, she like just didn't even talk to me, didn't notice me. And honestly, it's not her fault. I kind of blame it on her boyfriend's fault.
We're sorry, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to this. We're different now, we swear.
Yeah, honestly, now like I don't care. But then I was very immature about things.
Well, we're all still immature.
Yeah, but I think dealing with situations, I was very immature. Yeah,
that's true, I guess.
I
had to deal with it on multiple occasions.
I used to cry a lot just for the littlest of things that my friends would do sophomore year.
There was one time he cried about that, I remember. I felt bad, but like I stopped.
I think they pulled a prank on me or something, and it was meant to be. Oh, I remember. It was sophomore year, and you were pranking on me. You guys like took my stuff, like my lunchbox, my pencil pouch, and my whole backpack and whatnot. Oh, and
I don't remember this.
Oh, you were there. I think you left midway. And then I didn't really care if like y'all took my lunchbox and backpack.
I took the pencil pouch because she has like these cool little like pen markers things, and I was like, oh, these things are cool. But like,
I didn't really care.
Take those.
I didn't care about that stuff because I knew they were gonna give it back. But they took my phone, and I was so triggered by that. I was
she couldn't look up at her K-pop stuff. It was so sad.
I don't know.
She was
like
traumatized because she couldn't see her K-pop.
I don't even know what I was doing. Like what I was watching. I guess I was playing a game or watching something. Probably. But normally I don't get triggered at that, but like I was really triggered that day. I was mad. I literally like I walked away. I was really triggered that day. I was like, okay, that's a little too far. I just walked away, and I was really mad. And I looked behind me. I saw Trevor all like, shoot, we did something. Like, we totally did something bad.
Oh, this is, I didn't have my license yet. So, I was waiting on my mom to come pick me up as well. Yeah. I always tell her, like, 3:30. That way I had 30 minutes to chill after school with my friends, unless I had baseball after school that day. But other than that, pretty much.
Just the littlest of things sophomore year just made me either cry or just made me so mad. I don't know why. I just handle situations really badly.
I was really sorry for taking your markers, but they're cool. You gotta admit.
They are.
I know.
Yeah, so back to lunch. So I was like really jealous of her, mainly of her boyfriend taking, or like, what's the word? Occupying her?
Yeah. Getting all of the time and what's it called?
Getting her attention.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I was very jealous to the point where literally I would just sit there. So like we would sit on a bench because all the tables would get filled up by other students.
Because y'all took forever.
Yeah.
It took forever to get to lunch.
We did take forever. Anyways, we were sitting on a bench, and like if this is the bench, like I would sit here like on this end, and those two would sit over on that end. And
so on one of the other sides, just chilling.
Yeah. Well, no, in the beginning you sat with Luke, and then you would come sit with me.
Yeah.
But then after a while I was like, no, you have to sit with me like throughout the whole lunch. But yeah, I was really jealous of that. Some days I didn't really care. I was so into watching my K-pop or talking to him that I just didn't care. But then there's some days where he just triggered me so much that I'm like, I can't deal with this. I need to go outside. Like, and it would be like, what, 30 degrees or something outside?
It'd be like some crazy temperature or whatever.
I would make him sit outside.
Her boyfriend would be like, yo, just watch her and make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. I'm like, yeah, don't worry, I got it. Like, she would be out in like 32-degree weather, but I'd be out there with her in like shorts and everything. She would have pants on, but like I would have shorts on. And
okay, so the thing is, I like feeling cold than feeling hot.
Yeah, me too.
Because if I feel hot and I sweat, then I just hate it. Because then that just makes me sweat more, and then I hate it. Which is why I like swimming, because you can't tell if you're sweating or not. Which is also really gross, because everyone else is sweating in that pool. Now that you think about it. Ew, nowhere in the water tastes so salty.
Why are you tasting the water?
Hey, when other guys do butterfly, they push the water towards me, and I'm choking on the water, and I have no point.
I'm sorry, we have big arms, and we're just like a butterfly, well, boom, you know, like.
Yeah, I have my little arms are like, and y'all are like,
well, boom.
Wow, and I'm like, I'm just trying to do butterfly. So
Wait, you better keep this part in. You better keep this part in now.
Good call. Anyways, yeah.
Sorry, anyways, thank you for watching Crusader Nation. Please like and subscribe the video.
But you didn't have anything to say about lunch?
I mean, no, my duty was just to be there for you or whatever, and then I'd be chill. Yeah. I mean, nothing really happened. Thank you for watching Crusader Nation. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is. I have no clue when any of y'all are going to watch this. Evening?
Good day, good evening, good night.
Yeah, one of those things. Anyway, yeah, please like and subscribe. Join the Crusader Nation. Take it easy. Peace.